Hi, everyone. It's Jen Logis from One Degree Capital. We are monitoring the developments of COVID-19 and its impact in particular on Virginia businesses. Today is Friday, March 20th, and as we go into the weekend, I'd like to talk with you all a little bit about 5 things that every business owner should be considering doing right now. So one of those things at the top of the list is don't wait. There is a temptation to just kind of wait and see how things go. Business owners really should be assessing what their cash flow needs are for the next 90 days and starting to make some decisions based on that. So if you haven't done that yet, really sit down, look at your financials, and take a hard look at what are those cash flow needs you're going to have over the next 90 days and how will you address them. We have other videos that are talking about the SBA loans and those types of options. There's those options for what do you do about it. But the first thing you need to do is really take a good assessment of where things are right now. The second thing to consider doing is if you haven't yet filed your 2019 tax returns, both federally and state, consider doing that now if you expect a refund. If you are expecting that you'll get a refund either for your corporate or your personal tax returns, there's no reason to wait. Go ahead and file those returns and get that cash. If you believe that you're going to owe taxes, you have some different decisions to make. This morning, the federal government just announced that for the tax filings for income tax filings for corporations and for individuals, that they are extending both the filing deadline and the payment deadline to July 15th. Now, this is different than it was before. Previously, they had just extended the payment deadline, but you still had to file by April 15th. They have now extended it completely and said, no, you don't even have to file until July 15th. There are no penalties. There's no interest being applied to that. So that does give you some breathing room. For Virginia, if you are owing for Virginia, you want to be sure to file your tax return as scheduled by May 1st. However, if you owe, then you don't have to pay until June 1st. Virginia is a little bit different in that they are still assessing interest. So do keep that in mind. If you have the means to pay it and it's not going to impact the rest of your cash flow, then do consider still paying it on time. The third thing to consider, contact all of your creditors, including your landlord, and talk to them about payment deferrals. If you have loans, SBA loans in particular, but any other type of bank loan, reach out to those creditors, talk to them about what your options are for deferring 1, 2, possibly 3 payments. It's a good idea. We have a lot of businesses. Probably the most common question I'm being asked right now is, how long should I plan for having this cash flow crunch? And it's a big unknown right now. But it will say that do plan on at least 60, more like 90 days. Could it be longer? You don't know, but 90 days is a good place to start to take a look at what's your cash flow need, what are some things that you can do to juggle things around and make it work for the next 90 days. So really contacting your creditors, looking at what are payment deferral options, can they freeze, can you do half payments, any of those types of things that will help ease your cash flow crunch. The next thing that you can do or should consider doing is something that is grabbing the headlines of a lot of large corporations who have large lines of credit. They're drawing them fully to hold on to the cash. Now, this is something you should discuss with your CPA, but it is something to consider. If you do have access to a line of credit, you're not exactly sure what your cash flow situation is going to be over the next couple of months, it's a good idea to draw that money down. Hold on to it yourself, and that'll help you make some decisions from there. The last thing to consider doing is to continue to monitor these developments. Things are changing rapidly. We've done 3 updates so far just today, and today's Friday. There's going to be additional developments over the weekend. Things are happening rapidly. We are going to continue to provide you updates and monitor everything and give you updates that are specific to Virginia businesses. It's really hard to sort through the noise of all the national news and trying to figure out, okay, how does that apply to me and my business here in Virginia? So we are going to do our best to provide you timely updates on that. Best thing you can do is bookmark our blog site, check us out on LinkedIn, but check back often and look for those updates. We will be pushing them out as soon as they become available. Look, this situation is evolving. We do hope everybody, we do wish everyone the best. We know that you're all staying safe and as stay safe distance from each other. We do believe that we can all get through this together. Hopefully these suggestions and recommendations are helpful to you. Please don't hesitate to reach out to myself personally. I'm on LinkedIn, Jen Logis. You can also check out my company's website, onedegreecapital.com. Just click on resources up at the top and that'll take you straight to our blog. Thank you, stay well, and God bless.